Okay, here we go. We're going to be talking about doing a honky-tonk intro here. A traditional honky-tonk that you could use for a shuffle or two-beat thing. Kind of an old school 50s or 60s honky-tonk intro. Okay, and this is for one guitar, and it's going to have some double stop some of the time, single note the rest of the time. The idea here is sounds very cool for two instruments to both do single lines in harmony. You get a twin line thing like a Bob Wills thing. It's excellent, but you don't always have the luxury when you're in a group of having another person that can do that with you. So it's good to be able to kind of fake the twin line thing with the guitar. First thing I'll say up front about this is that doing double stops or counterpoint or chord melody or whatever, and as opposed to single note line, is a kind of texture. And people often think that when they are doing double stops or whatever, they have to do all double stops for every single note of a passage. You can do that, and there are people that are good at that, but you don't have to do that. It tends to make it cluttered, and it's difficult to get the feeling of a real snappy melody or a smoothly played melody when you have to be switching to double stops constantly. It tends to give you a certain kind of clumsy or stuttering kind of effect, which might be what you want, but if that's not what you want, then this is a good way to go. You basically use the double stop texture uh, part of the time, and the rest of the time you do single notes, and it tends to make it smoother. And the listener hears the double stop texture more or less throughout. Okay, so the beginning here we've got a pickup thing. Pickup meaning it begins before beat one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Okay, on beats 3 and 4. Pedal tone, we've got this note up here that's just stationary, and we've got a voice movement under it. And I'm doing the voice, I'm doing the lower part with my pick, and then I'm using a finger for the upper part. You know, you can do it each time, you can do it just the first, you can do the movement just the first time. Okay. This is a similar kind of steel type lick, fake steel lick, except now we have the pedal tone here, and the movement is up on top. Or okay, for this part, let's see, I think we're going to the single note stuff a little bit. Kind of a nice 50s or 60s kind of a lick there. Then we go to the the counterpoint thing again. Here's our pedal tone on this one. There's your motion. Alright, so now, because you have to have pick and fingers to play that part, you don't have to do the melody part pick and fingers, but it kind of gets you in the pick and fingers mode before you go into that little counterpoint thing, which makes it a little easier to make the adjustment. You can go so finger, pick, finger, pick, and then okay. The next part is it's all single note. It's basically suggesting this kind of chord with the seventh there. Okay, this is very much a steel type lick. They do this kind of stuff all the time. From this double stop to this one. And again, like all these other things, you can go. You can do it twice. You can go whatever you want. I tend to think it's better to not do it both times, but whatever you like. Okay, and then you've got another counterpoint thing. There's a pedal tone. This is doing a little mini bar here. The motion is the lower voice, and then okay. Just a little slide there with the pinky. You could do ring finger if you want. I think it's easier if you do the pinky. And then it's a little bluesy. And then here. It's just the bottom of a C chord. Okay, so the whole thing. Alright, there you have it. Nice little honky-tonk intro.